Welcome back. Thank you for joining us on a Monday edition of Summit Sunrise. My Monday is now made because Erin from Red Mountain Coffee and Tea brought me Red Buffalo brought me an eggnog chai.
There's Red Mountain and there's Buffalo Mountain.
Yeah,
and
mountains, Colorado, I like it all. But Red
our
Buffalo.
logo's red.
Yes, and I'm going to represent this cup forever. This is the eggnog chai, which I love chai in general. I have a lot of friends who love chai, so I know they're going to be so jealous when I brag about this.
Drinks right now. I love the holidays because there are so many fun seasonal combinations that we can make. So of course you can get an eggnog latte, but one of our favorites is our eggnog chai. And it's made amazing. From our homemade chai that we brew. We don't use one of the box chais that really, really pre-sweetened or really, really spicy. Bok tea's really spicy, Oregon's really sweet. We brew our own, and then it just kind of gives you just the opportunity to play with it a little bit more. And so eggnog chai.
I love this. I'm going to represent this for a while now, but you were also saying something about in Amsterdam, the chocolate, and tell us about that.
Well, we have rolling out this week, not quite today, but tomorrow, we're going to be doing a couple of special dine-in special drinks. We'll do French presses if you want to try any of our fun ones. French press. We also have a really good premium Jamaican Blue Mountain bean that we can do as a dine-in French press. But there is, we'll serve a hot chocolate the way that they do in Amsterdam, and that is with steamed milk and chocolate chips. And you just put them together and you mix them, so we'll use Ghirardelli chocolate because that's what we use on all of our chocolate drinks. And also a fresh mint tea. That's how they, you can get peppermint tea in Northern Europe, and it's this big vine of peppermint, and it's been soaked in hot water, and it's really good. So those will be some really fun dine-in only options. We love it when you come in and you need to grab your coffee and you're on a run and you gotta go. But we also really encourage people to come in and stay and enjoy themselves. We have a heater on the back patio. It's gonna get really cold this week, so I don't even think that heater's gonna be able to do much at that point. You just wanna stay inside. And at that point too, our free wireless.
Great views. And the printer and the fax machine, all that, which I need to utilize because I don't have any of that in my home.
It's helpful because sometimes you go to Kinko's, but it's like, it's not as experience, so to speak, when you go to Kinko's.
It's not comfortable. It's like a business thing. You got to go in there and get out.
Exactly. So you can come on in, use our printing, faxing, scanning, our wireless internet. But the best part is if you're trying to think of a really good, unique gift for the holidays, come on in. We have you covered. We have everything covered. If you hostess gifts, gift for mom and dad, and then we also have some of them on our website. So if you wanted something and mom and dad who don't live here say, well, what can I get for you? You're like, well, if you go to their website, which is redbuffalocafe.com, you can browse around, tons of information up there.
I love the idea of the mint thing too, because I love mint, like peppermint ice cream, all that. It's so seasonal, but it's just amazing any time of year. So I'm going to send my mom there because she loves mint as well. Now, also, you have a lot of community events going on, Adopt an Angel. Tell us all about that.
Well, holiday seasons, we know that it's so easy to get focused on having to buy gifts for your family and all this other stress going on. We call it forced family fun sometimes. But we also have to keep in mind that there's a lot of people in our community just right here who don't always have the same opportunities that a lot of us have. So we are like home stations where you can either donate or get more information for the Silverthorne Adopt an Angel program. That's their Christmas tree. They haven't dropped it off yet. I'm calling them today to get our tree. And that's run by the Silverthorne Police Department. And what that is, you grab an ornament. It says, 8-year-old boy or 6-year-old girl on it, and you buy an appropriate toy for that demographic, and then you can either bring it back to Red Buffalo, the Silverthorne Police Department, Town Hall, and then they have a big day where families who have applied in advance can come in and they're given these gifts for their family. So people who are in economic stress, they just had a rough year, rough go, they can't usually buy the presents that their kids would really want this holiday season. They'll have a big day at the Silverthorne Pavilion where they'll give away all these great toys. They wrap them up for them. So it's a really great thing. And then the second big one we do is we help raise just cash donations for the Silverthorne Elementary Food for Kids Over Break program. About 65% of the kids at Silverthorne Elementary are on free and reduced lunch. And we found out that many of them go home over the holiday break and they don't have enough to eat when they go home. Some of them these are families that even on weekends when they go home are realizing they're not getting enough to eat. And having a solid base of food is probably the most important thing to a good education. And so we raise money for that, and then the school goes in and they buy a bunch of non-perishable goods and they send them home with these kids right before they go home for break. Nice. So we're a cash donation center for that one too.
Gift of giving in general, that's what the season's about. And
exactly.
Especially so they don't feel as though they have no experience of the holidays or
Yes,
anything.
or sometimes just covering those basic needs that we really take advantage of sometimes. So we'll be some of the centers you can stop by to help donate for those.
Because you guys do the library donation too yearly.
Yeah, so year-round we have the library book sale. That's so great if you're strapped for cash but want a really good Christmas present for someone who would carry. The library drops off really good titles. We have some of the Steinberg, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo books right now. We've had Hunger Games come through and a lot of new titles coming through. It's not just your Nora Roberts book drop-off. And they range from like $2 to $5. They're in great condition. So if you're just coming in, grabbing yourself an eggnog chai or a peppermint mocha latte, and you're looking at our books display, and you're like, oh wow, $2. Joe's covered off my list. He's now got a book for Christmas, and it goes towards the Summit County Libraries. So
all different kinds of targets for all different age ranges. I mean, Hunger Games.
We have kid books too. We have and little kid picture books too.
That's so exciting. That's awesome. And you guys, in general too. I mean, you do the whole Going Green.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about that.
This whole cup you see is all compostable. You saw a little bit earlier when we scanned to our website, our sustainability community page, and we do so many things. So we're a zero waste coffee shop. We do recycling, the composting, and again, almost everything we hand over the counter to you will be compostable. People look at it like, is this? And it's a napkin. And yes, anything that was a paper product. Even the cold cups that look like plastic, they're not really plastic. They're made from a plant-based starch. And it's really good to know that all this waste that can be generated. I was reading online the other day that approximately 200,000 coffee cups like this get thrown into landfills every day.
That's horrible. And it makes sense.
It makes sense, but ours don't go into a landfill. They go into the Summit County compost, and then we can buy it just a few months later as soil. And I'm not going to do much gardening right now, but our garden in back, which is really beautiful in the summertime as well, we use that with the county compost.
So supporting Red Buffalo, we're supporting our environment as well as our community, our children.
You buy local, be local. It's kind of a big thing we're trying to push out for everyone.
So tell us real quick, hours and where to find more information.
The important information. Where are we? We are at 358 Blue River Parkway in Silverthorne. So that's just a half mile north of the I-70 Silverthorne Interstate exit. We're open 7 days a week, 6:30 to 5:30. We will be closed Christmas Day.
Well, check them out. You're like my Santa Claus. I look forward to next Monday to see what my new coffee is. I love it. So thank you for joining us,
Thanks
Erin.
for having
It's always
me.
a pleasure for me as well. And stay with us, Summit County. We'll be right back.